Why SpaceX stock skyrocketed when Elon said this last week? What did he say? Well, Elon said AI will become SpaceX's biggest business as early as September. In case you didn't notice, we are nearly in September. So what Elon said there lifted SpaceX's stock up tremendously through the roof. And at SpaceX's August 11th all hands, Elon said AI revenue would probably exceed all other SpaceX revenue combined in September and would significantly exceed it during Q4. So when we look at the numbers, SpaceX generated 2.56 billion of AI revenue against 4.29 billion from connectivity and 962 million from space lift business. So what does it all mean? That non-AI revenue of SpaceX was 5.25 billion. Okay, that's what they reported in Q2. And AI was 2.56 billion. Now Elon says we will exceed that non-AI revenue with AI alone. And so from that, we can basically reason what that actually means. SpaceX jumped 11%, by the way, on that day, the day later, when that was announced. So we can reason now and know exactly that all these promises that SpaceX is going to make so much money with compute are actually becoming real. And they're becoming real right now, not in the distant future, in 2 weeks. So that lifted the stock up a lot. And it just confirms for us we are on track of raking in tremendous amounts of money from compute. We actually predict that compute will hit significantly north of 2 gigawatts by end of the year. That seems pretty sure. I think Elon was exaggerating for next year. I do not think they exceed 5 gigawatts next year. And Elon said more closer to 10. I doubt it because of the available energy. And that is the one thing where SpaceX cannot really hack reality too much. So that is incredibly bullish. Even if Elon is exaggerating for next year's build out, even 5 gigawatts would be absolutely enormous, because don't forget, these gigawatts are running Vera Rubins and the new next generation. And we see that H100s, the very old GPUs, make more money than they ever made before. So the prices are not going up, they're not going down, they're going up. And with these new super GPUs, you get much more tokens and compute out of each gigawatt. So it's not just more than doubling what they have end of this year, and end of this year more than doubling what they had in the beginning of this year, but also converting that energy into much more compute and money than ever before. So this is a very exponential trajectory, even without the AI satellites, and the market is reacting to it. Now we will have a different video on the financial model of SpaceX. It's very complicated to actually turn that into share price predictions for many reasons, but that's not the topic of this video. So there you have it. That is happening. And investors are now pricing SpaceX as AI infrastructure play, of course, not a space company. They are just building out and become the central infrastructure build out play. And that's what we are also covering in our stocks this week. So you can go to the weekly brief and check that out. So let's continue here for our citizens of Pioneer Lands. You know that we are covering stocks every week in the weekly brief. To view the full brief, go to pioneerlands.org, and there you will find the weekly brief. And every week we are covering capital markets and your favorite AI stocks, including Tesla, SpaceX, and many other. You shouldn't miss that. Also in the weekly brief, by the way, we have a segment, AI Frontier, where we cover the latest in AI Frontier models, so we understand what the future brings. And we have a new segment, Politics, where we cover all the transformative things that are happening in the United States and Europe. So check it out. See you on Pioneer Lands.